Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dan's album analysis and rating on Off the Charts. My name is Dan and I shall be your host today. So cheers to you all. Before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up and the bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. Well, that one sucked, but whatever. Okay, so today's album analysis comes from at Marty DeMichel j6e. I'm trying not to repeat that as often there, and he suggested I do Crimsonglory Transcendence. Before we start off, if you do want to have a shout out and play along with this game, again, you, the viewer, are in charge of these Wednesday episodes. So if there's another album you would like me to do an album analysis and rating on, just write in the comments. If I have it, chances are you'll get ahead of everybody else there. But if I don't have it, I always put it in my wish list for you guys. And when I find it at a good price, well, then I'll get it. So again, once again, we'll be doing Crimsonglory Transcendence, suggested by at Marty DeMichel j6e. Okay, first of all, the specs. This came out in 1988 on Road Runner Records. Wikipedia said Road Racer, but I have here Road Runner Records in Europe and MCA in the US. Produced by Jim Morris and Tom Morris. Now the specs are, or the players I should say, are Midnight, lead vocals and backing vocals, also rest in peace. Midnight, who passed away in 2009 due to a stomach aneurysm. John Drenning on lead guitar, Ben Jackson on rhythm guitar, Jeff Lords on bass guitar, and Dana Burnell on drums. I should tell you right away, this is not really in my comfort zone type of music here, but I do own the first two albums here. This album, like I said, I don't really remember the first one that much there. I find that this one, if you're looking for to pigeonhole them or describe them, I find it's early Queensryche meets later Judas Priest mixed in with early Savatage and a little bit of prog too. My big complaint about this album is there needs to be way more bottom end on this. This sounds very trebly here. And another thing I found interesting here, well, first of all, and I'm going to say this like I wrote a lot of notes. Again, this is not in my comfort zone here. The front cover artwork was made by Japanese artist Takashi Terada, which was featured on the Japanese poster art for the 1985 science fiction film Life Force, which I have here normally, but I'll put the picture right here and you'll notice it's this cover right here. And if you've seen Life Force, this makes absolute sense that this was used for a poster for that movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you'll thank me later. Just the first scene or sequence, I should say, when they discover the aliens, when they discover the female alien. You're welcome. Okay, let's just say that. And also, following some of the album's themes of mysticism and divinity, the back cover features a Kabbalistic tree of life. This is superimposed by a series of runic letters which, when decoded, spell. So I guess all this stuff right here. Well, I guess if you figure out that this means Crimsonglory. The rest of the runes right here, or sorry, probably this Crimsonglory, probably what is right here and right there. So it says, I guess this means Crimsonglory We will strike down the ones who lead us. We are your future. We are forever. Transcendence. So that's my high school lesson for today. So now we'll go and listen to, look at song per song from the album Transcendence by Crimson Glory. Again, I just want to say this is not in my comfort zone, but I did listen to it all week. I had to write a lot of notes because it's not the type of music I find that sticks in your head there. Starts off with song 1, Lady of Winter. It's probably the one I know the most. Well, no, there's another one there. Catchy enough chorus. There's a lot of prog elements during the guitar solo. I gave that one an 8 out of 10. Very good, opening track for the album right here. Next up, we've got Red Sharks. Now, I gave that one also an 8 out of 10. It's very Judas Priesty and very high vocals. Especially when it goes, see no evil, hear no evil. He reminds me of Bobby Blitz from Overkill, those types. And sometimes these vocals are way, way too high. That's one of my complaints also from this guy. I mean, when he sings normal, it's like, I'm not a huge fan of TNT or what's that band there? Steelheart. Man, those vocals are way high. Well, it's the same thing as this here, but yeah, and a good change. There's a really cool riff change at the end of the song where they kind of, again, a little proggy. So yeah, an 8 out of 10 for Red Sharks. Painted Skies would be the next. It's a slowish song. Not bad, I find there. I gave that one a 7. Just a normal song there. Nothing really like wow, I find for that one there. Next up, we've got Mask of the Red Death. Again, I'm reading these titles, and some songs stick in my head. Like, I wrote a lot of notes for this one here. Mask of the Red Death, I gave a 7. It's a decent rocker. Once again, there's no really bad songs on this album here. Well, maybe one there. But yeah, Painted Skies gets a 7 out of 10 for me for that one. No, sorry, Mask of the Red Death. My God, these are decent rocker. There you go. In Dark Places. Okay, so that one is like a 7-minute epic. It's got some really cool proggy and offbeat stuff, like with the drums and another Dio-ish rhythm section, and great orchestration right before the solo. So I'm giving that one also a 7 out of 10. Now we go to side 2. Oh my God, this is so... Okay, Where Dragons Rule. I apologize for this. Again, this is not on my turntable every day. Where Dragons Rule. This is where Queensryche meets Dio, I find here. Cool melody solo mixed in with orchestration. And what I love is, like, it's got these dual guitars. Not for long, but they play the same pattern over and over, and it fits, I find, so well in where they place it there. But yeah, they got, and when I say orchestration, I'm sure they weren't able to hire a real orchestra for this here, but it's basically keyboard that sounds like an orchestra there, I guess there. But sounds really cool. So Where Dragons Rule, I gave that one a 7 out of 10 also. Now Lonely, I believe that is there's a video for this. I find it's the most single-ish song on the album. Again, they are really great twin melody. It's like a twin melody lead guitar riff repeat again for that one here. I think it's actually used very well. That one I gave an 8. And my friend Pascal told me that the video has some sort of different mix or other. I don't know what I have here, to be honest there. But yeah, Lonely gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Then we got Burning Bridges. To me, that's the best twin melody solo in between verses on the album. And really cool keyboard slash orchestration at the end. Again, I don't know if it's really has orchestra on this here, but I'll show you the players after there. So yeah, Burning Bridges gets a 6 out of 10. It's a decent song there, but it's got the best, like, what I remember for that is those twin melody solos in between verses. Eternal World, to me, starts very promising. It's a speedy rocker, but it never, it kind of, it wants to be something else, then it kind of just fizzles out a little bit there. 6 out of 10 for Eternal World. And last song, which is the title track here, Transcendence. No. Starts off electric, and then just for another 4 minutes it's just acoustic guitar, vocals, and soul, and like not really solos, but lead inserts here and there on top of keyboards. I mean, it ends the album well, I guess, but it's not my type of song. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just find it to be just, yeah. I gave that one a 4 out of 10. It is what it is there. So, anyway, Transcendence here. Final rating here gets a 6.9 out of 10. Now, okay, first of all, I'll just show you how these guys look like here. This is, you probably can't really see it, but they're all wearing these silver masks. They were known for that. But if I was a fan of this type of music, like you know me, I'm more hair metal, like power chords, really crunchy guitars. This isn't really it. It's more power metal. But when, Queensryche was very good, when early Sabotage was very good too, meets Judas Priest, very little. And at first we got a lot of prog. Like, I thought this was going to be a lot more proggy, just based on songs 1 through 4, and then the proggish elements kind of lose itself there. But if you're a fan of power metal and stuff like that, I mean, you're gonna love this. This is actually a very well respected album here in the metal world, and everybody's saying that this is their best album. It's just not what's on my turntable. It's not my first type of musical style that I want to listen to, if you know what I mean there. But I mean, it's good for what it is. I know my friend Pascal loves it, like really loves it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do this this review here. I don't think I'm gonna like it as much as he does there. But if you're a fan of this, if I was a fan of this type of music, yeah, my rating would be a lot higher. But there's so much packed into this album, I find, that for my ears, I'm always looking for the hook, the melody. The melody, there's a lot of great melodies with the guitars, I find. The singer, you love him or you don't. I'm not a fan of these types of high-pitched singers, like, at all. When he sings high, they're friggin' high. Like, it's almost like even like Jim Gillette. Mind you, this guy sounds a lot less nasally than Jim Gillette does there. But it's like, yeah, Steelheart, and what was the other one there? I said there, TNT. Yeah, those two guys. It's high pitched like that. People seem to love these vocals. To me, it's just like, whatever there. So, but yeah, 6.9 out of 10 for Transcendence. I'd like to thank. Okay, I got to read this again. I got to scroll up here because I had so many notes. At Marty de Michel minus j6e for the suggestion here. If he hadn't suggested this to me, I don't even know when would be the next time that I would have listened to this there. But there seems to be a lot of Crimson Glory fans out there, because I put a short on forgotten bands there, and that one got a lot of views there. So I doubt this one's gonna get as much there, but we'll see there. So anyway, that is my episode for today. Once again, if you do want to play along, just write a suggestion in the comments, and I'll try to get to it as fast as I can. So if I have it, even better. If I don't have it, well, we'll put in the wish list. So anyway, on that note, thank you guys for watching, and have yourselves a great whatever. We shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.